Good evening, viewers, and welcome to today's edition of the news. First, a look at the headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his Australian counterpart Anthony Albanese inaugurate Friendship Hall of Fame in Ahmedabad. Chief Minister Conrad Sangma chaired first cabinet meeting of MDA 2.0. Thomas A. Sangma elected unopposed as Speaker of the Meghalaya Legislative Assembly. And a two-day budget session of the Jaintia Hills Autonomous District Council begins today. And the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his Australian counterpart Anthony Albanese watched the first play of the fourth cricket test match of the Border Gavaskar Trophy in Ahmedabad today. Both Prime Ministers inaugurated the Friendship Hall of Fame, which showcases the rich history of India-Australia cricket contest. Earlier, both the leaders handed over test caps to their respective test captains and cheered the players. The event was organised to commemorate the 75 years of cricket friendship this year. The first cabinet meeting of MDA-2 government was held today under the chairmanship of Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma. Speaking to media person, Sangma said that the first decision taken was to bring in the contingency fund of the Meghalaya Amendment Bill 2023, and the second decision was to pass the repeal of the Meghalaya Regulation of Gaming Act 2021. Earlier, the government had passed an ordinance to repeal the Meghalaya Regulation of Gaming Act 2021. The Chief Minister further informed that some other things were also discussed during the meeting, including putting up 3 spokespersons of the cabinet apart from Chief Minister himself, Deputy Chief Minister Preston Tinsong. The 3 official spokespersons of the cabinet will be Ampreen Lingdaw, Marquis Marak and Paul Lingdaw. The Chief Minister further informed that the budget session will commence on March 20th.
To bring in the contingency fund of Meghalaya Amendment Bill 2023. If you remember, we had brought in an ordinance for that. So now that the House is in session and we have to bring this in the House, we have brought this now in the form of a bill. Similarly, the second agenda was to pass the repeal of the Meghalaya Regulation of Gaming Act 2021. As you are aware, we had passed an ordinance to repeal the Meghalaya Regulation of Gaming Act 2021, and today, as the session is on, we are going to put it in the form of a bill, and the Meghalaya Regulation Gaming Act will be repealed.
National People's Party NPP MLA from North Tura, Thomas A. Sangma, is elected uncontested as the Speaker of the Meghalaya Legislative Assembly. Sangma is replacing Medba Lingdaw of the United Democratic Party UDP, who held the position in the last term. Pro Tem Speaker Timothy Shira declared Thomas as the Speaker since only one nomination was filed. Thomas had served as Rajya Sabha member from 2008 when he was the Nationalist Congress Party, besides representing North Tura in the Assembly from the NPP twice. The Chief Executive Member of the Jaintia Hills Autonomous District Council, Thombor Shivat, today tabled the deficit budget for the financial year 2023-2024 on the first day of the budget session. The budget estimated revenue of over Rs 174 crore, while estimated expenditure stood at over 205 crore, leading to the budget deficit of more than 30 crore 60 lakh rupees. The CEM, Shivat, also in charge of finance, informed the House that the deficit in the budget is due to various reasons, such as increase in salary due to annual increment and dearness allowance of all employees, pensioners and family pensioners of the Council, with the implementation of the Jaintia Hills Autonomous District Council Members Pensions Act 2019. The other main highlight of the session was the Jaintia Hills Autonomous District Trading by Non-Tribal First Amendment Rules 2023 was placed by the executive member in charge trading by non-tribal Winning Sungo before the House.
2023-24, which were an estimate receipt of rupees 107 Full grew 59 lakh 38,000 votes and then.
The Mass Media Department of St. Anthony's College, in collaboration with the Department of Journalism and Mass Communication, NEHU, today organized the summit on Meghalaya state film policy. Addressing the summit, Professor B. Panda said that film industry should collaborate with the tourism industry because they are alike. Speaking at the occasion, Dr. Kamaljit Chirom said that when we have a policy, we can have the entire infrastructure that we need, the support to the new and the existing filmmakers to increase the revenue. Chirom also sought the support of the people involved in filmmaking to fulfill this dream for the state to become a major film hub.
I'm Rajni Chetri.
One is what do you call, and also with avenues, and it's notified. Then
film industry, the word industry is applied usually to other things and not to films. Films is usually taken as some other form of art. But very interestingly, film is an industrial art form. We call film as an industrial art form. So while it is also a film, it is while it's also an art product, it is also a technical product. So it's a technical product, technical art, which functions in the form of an industry. So the government of India recognized film as an industry 3 decades back. So now we have film industry being recognized as an industry.
A poetry book titled Brittle, written by Riniki Chakravarti Marwen, was launched yesterday at Dylan's Cafe in Shillong. Meghalaya's legendary musician Lou Majau, widely known for his Bob Dylan tribute shows, graced the occasion as a chief guest. Marwen's debut work, Brittle, is a collection of poems around childhood and family, love, loss and memory, and how she dealt with the challenges of the pandemic. Majau, in his trademark denim shorts, leather wristbands and mismatched socks, recited some of the poems from Brittle along with Riniki. Brittle is currently available on all leading e-commerce platforms and at select bookstores across the country.
A poem because the best thing is, by doing that, I will cripple the economy. So the idea not to cripple the economy is by buying Brittle. Okay, please do that. And keep on reading and enjoy reading. And as far as reading in Shillong, forget about Shillong.
And now here is the weather report. The maximum temperature recorded was 23.4 degrees Celsius, while the minimum temperature was 3 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity in the morning was 60%, while in the evening it stood at 67%. The forecast: weather is likely to remain dry. Our news bulletin is also available live on our YouTube channel, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. In addition to watching on television, viewers may visit the DD News Shillong YouTube channel to tune in to our daily bulletin. And that's a wrap of today's edition of the news. Thank you very much for joining us, and from all of us here, it's wishing you good night.